Hot press, cold press, or rough? What kind of paper you need is dictated by the kind of style or voice that you want to convey. So let's discover why you would choose one type of watercolor surface over another. Hi, I'm Crystal Bashara. I'm an artist and illustrator, and I've been teaching watercolor to thousands of students all over the world for over 25 years. And here on my channel, I share tips and tricks and insights in my studio practice to help you build more confidence in your own art practice. And today, we're talking all about watercolor paper surface types.
To illustrate the differences between the papers, I'm going to take a stroke of ultramarine blue across the hot pressed, the cold pressed, and the rough paper. And you can see for yourself the character that each paper offers. So here's the hot pressed, cold pressed, and rough. So you can see how different each stroke of paint is on the surface. Of course, the rough is going to have the most surface interference. The cold press is going to have a little bit of character, and the hot press is quite smooth and regular. The other thing to note is that the hot pressed paper dries a lot faster than cold pressed paper. You don't have as much time to play with your glazes or washes, so you need to work really quickly and make very quick decisions when working with the hot press paper.
Hot press paper is very smooth to the touch and it doesn't absorb paint the same way. The paint tends to sit on the surface before it penetrates.
Because of its very smooth surface, it is often the choice for illustrators, botanical illustrators, people working with pen and ink, as well as draftspeople. This is where you're looking for clean, crisp lines and very precise edges. This is an example of some of my botanical illustrations, so you can see how smooth the paper is. And rather than relying on the surface texture of the paper, I actually have to manipulate some of the texturing practices that I'm using of various brushes and approaches to create the texture myself. Here's another example of hot pressed paper, and you can think of it or remember it being hot pressed and smooth by thinking of the way an iron might smooth out a piece of fabric. So a hot iron would keep it smooth. That might be one way of remembering hot pressed versus cold pressed. Here's an example of a pen and ink on hot pressed paper. So I can get nice, clean, crisp lines, something that I'm not able to achieve with pen on cold pressed paper. Cold pressed paper, on the other hand, already has a little bit of texture to it. So as a result, the paint really falls into the pits and valleys beautifully. And I also find this paper is a little bit more porous. That means the paint is more likely to be absorbed into the paper surface. For me, that's really essential when you're building a watercolor because you can approach it in multiple layers and glazes. So it's a really ideal choice for me and my style of watercolor painting, and most artists who are working in watercolor will go for a cold pressed paper. It has just enough tooth to give it some character, and it affects the way the paint flows on the surface of the paper as well. Finally, we have rough paper, and with this paper, I find it's really useful if you want more expressive paint strokes and you're working quickly, kind of ideal for more characterful paintings where precise, clean edges aren't as important.
Now, if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty about paper thickness, blocks versus pads, artist quality versus student quality, you're going to want to check out this next video, Watercolor Paper 101. And if you want to see what artist quality block I've finally switched to, all of the links are provided down below in the description box. If you found this video helpful, I would love if you hit that subscribe button, liked it, shared it. It makes a big difference to my channel and helps my community to grow. If you really love this video, I would love nothing more than to have your support by hitting that super thanks button. That helps me to continue offering free content like this for viewers just like you. Until the next time. Thanks for watching, everybody.